It's a dream situation here. B&B lining it up with Hardest Foam and Future. Bill, we've seen these two before, but we got to see them in parallel universes as we watched BC square off in Alberta the following weekend.
I got to see them across the court twice, once each today, and they're both. I don't like it. Like, I love it and I don't like it.
Ready, here we go. And if you've been watching earlier, that is indeed Cody Danfoley, inside joke. Max Cloutier was referred to as Cody Danfoley by a commentator not to be named. Not me. But it's the great mustache and headband. Foley with a brilliant throw there.
Was it Terry?
Not going to say it's Elisa, but here we go. Bader staying alive. Overall, such a clean-cut team, hey?
Oh, I love watching Future play. There's so much pressure by default from the Future side.
As we're just seeing there, Sean Chiem to the line, protected by Willier. Long and Von Stiebe on the wings, but it's Willier with the throw, countered.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams who are like very patient, and like even on defense, they're more about like getting themselves settled in a good place. A team like Future is not letting you get comfortable when you get to that line, and it's not like Civil War dodgeball. It is you earn every inch.
Black taken out as well as Dan Foley. 3 remaining for Future. Ball needed to be tossed back. Soon you're going to have to explain to me Civil War dodgeball as a Canadian.
Just like, you know, you reload your musket, now it's our turn
to
shoot.
Yeah, I would just say, yeah, exactly.
Right, like that's like very basic, but like the idea of like letting a team get to the, right, like they should feel uncomfortable getting to that 30-yard line, or the 30-foot mark.
It's high def on their screen, so they make believe that's a 30-yard throw, right? Koo, Bader, Chiem.
Right, the harder you make it for them to get the shortest distance throw possible, like they're going to have to pump fake more, they're going to have to use more of their time managing you, and then every bit of attention you're taking away from someone, the less precise their shots are going to be, right? They can't do as much.
Big rip balls up, and a great team catch by Von Stiebe.
Fantastic work by the doctor himself.
Yeah, don't let people fill out their own bios. That's the lesson learned there.
Right.
1.
He's got 2 doctorates.
2. Oh my goodness. Okay, focus. Here we go. Chiem, Bader by themselves against the full court. Big rip. Long. Big hit. Great work. Von Stiebe wasn't so sure about that one. But you got to take them as they are. 4 players remaining for Hardest Foam against the 2 players on Future.
We going.
Hardest Foam and absent from the Western Canadian Dodgeball Championships. So finally we get to see them on the top stage again.
So to give an explanation for those wondering, like, you know, why aren't they going to the line on the Future side? So, you know, you're outnumbered, right? And so if you're playing 2 versus 4 here, right? Like, if you take that line right after you throw, and it's their turn to throw, they can trade 1v1. That was a beautiful shot.
And speaking of 1v, it is 1v4. Wow. Captain Valance lined up square. Sends it on Bader. It's not 3-3, it's 1-0 now.
I think we should call it captain on captain violence.
yeah, you can swap out the winger for captain. And Valance has a much-deserved rest on the sidelines now. Long taking that inside rush. Finish in the middle.
Oh, I didn't see Willier over there. I was like, why are they playing with 5?
Off they go. Rips it. Countered. Could have been a team catch. Major advantage. Although Vinish is taken out. Oh, fakes. Ko sends it. He gets countered. Dan Foley sends one late too. Chiama's out, so 3 players remaining for future against the 4 for hardest foam. On Stevie, Decker, Willier, and Wong. Captain Wong with the play call on that right wing. Bader slides, gets hit late. 1v again. Captain Koo by himself.
Koo had an insane catch earlier from like 3 feet away.
Good ups, rips it right on Decker, but he's got a ball in hand. Koo goes very low.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of players will call some of like the really close catches like luck, but like if dodgeball isn't, you know, opportunity and preparation to the extreme, like staying square, being in the right position, like, and coming up with some benefits now and then, like, there's a reason you practice that way. And he exemplifies that.
Great work by the retrievers, making sure he has that ball in front of him as he wants it. Good rip. Goes up. Decker squares. Shots exchanged, but no limbs. Hardest foam so excited for this, to show off their skills. Prep for nationals and get that second point.
That's what I was trying to say earlier is that, you know, you're up 4 players to 1, you can trade, right? And so that's why taking that line can be so dangerous when you're down players like that. Like, they get to charge at you, you're on the back foot trying to run away from, you know, the biggest, scariest dudes on the
Hands down, this side of the Rockies. Opening rush, finish. Double taps, taking out both Chiem and Lack.
That's one way to take the pressure off the match. Lack just pump fakes for days. I love watching Lack play.
Probably the fittest dodgeball player I've met.
Oh, yeah.
Best form you could ask for. And that's just a hard start for future.
Is he the personal trainer, Lack? Yeah.
That boy, Benny. Good throw.
It shows in his endurance. Like, we watched the end of provincials, and he was still pump.
Yeah, you'll find that like if you have stamina, it's on day 2 of a tournament at the second half of the day when there isn't any wear and tear on your moves. Here we are. Krieg with a great shot in the middle. Ko's taken out 2, and Decker. Solberg takes the risk to go up for the ball in the attack zone, gets it.
Wow.
3-on-3 for the first time today. Hardest foam against future. Finished with an extra ball in hand. He is the thrower. Taken out. I believe this is the first time there's been a player advantage for future.
Yeah, they lost 2 on the rush. They were down 6 players to 3, and got 3 players in one sweep. And tagged another. Just
Kui. Great throw. Wong's taken out. 2-on-1. The recently married Derek von Steby going up against 2 futures.
that's Dr. Mr. Monster.
Dr. Mister. Hui. Ku. Great throw. Readies counters. Hui doing a great job staying alive. Pulling that leg out. Burden to throw on future. On Steby can do this all day. Oh! Point on the board, future. 2-1 game.
That's what I'm talking about. Future makes every step matter. Everyone's got a little circle around them, oval, oblong shape, whatever you want to call it. That's like your pressure zone. And sometimes, you know, someone takes one step into that, those are the best players. They know the second you're in that zone of, I'm going to make this shot. He was 3 steps up the court, and his shoes came off.
Meanwhile, take a look at these live Twitch odds. There's no love for future right now.
Why?
You know, maybe you
look
saw
to
the
the
first
future.
2 points, you got your vote in. This is Nationals level dodgeball at the final stage.
International stuff.
Many of these players qualified at the national level for Team Canada for sure. Burden to throw now. Hardest foam.
Would you say, I think a majority of Team Canada is here, right?
Here today or here on the court?
Here today.
Here today. I would, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
For men.
There's some notable,
For men.
like, missing players and such.
Yep.
But
Dan Foley, a notable player, nearly catches that one. Fortunately, even worse, the ball makes its way back into the hands of Cody Vinish. It's Decker with the throw. Big rip, just short. Great throw by, just hits. With the line ref right there, Blanchette. Well, he'll remember you. Future with the burden to throw. Long in the middle. Rips it. Finish.
Ooh.
I love how he hit the brakes there. He was exposed. Decker now on that left wing.
The doctor with the clinical shag.
Finish taken out. Willier in the middle. Solberg on the right-hand side. Decker on the left. Meanwhile, Future. 3 players remaining as well. Big pump fake. Throws. Please taken out.
Explosive arm of Willier.
Great throws. Shem is out. Wong remains 1v2. Good ups. Wong up to the line. Oh, Decker takes it.
Once again. What was that celebration, Decker? What was that move? Can you clip that? What did he just do? This little. What was that shimmy?
Wow. 3-1.
I want to shout out quick. Two things. One on each side. One, I have loved seeing the growth of Willier on
Yes.
Hardest Foam. Started out as like the 7th man at one of the BC provincials back in the day, and just seeing him just get more and more playtime and have just more and more court impact.
Alex Chang.
And then the future side, coaches. Like actual coaches that travel with them everywhere, and like
Wong hammered out. And a double tap taking out both Lack and Chim.
That's deja vu from the other side.
Yeah, like that is horrific. Oh, and a disarm on Bader. And sometimes the value of moments like this is just feeling the pain now.
Yeah.
How do you recover from that as Chang is taken out as well, leaving Koo by himself?
It really helps me, especially just, we've all won hard situations once you've played enough. Right? You've had harder wins, you've had harder comebacks, and just kind of keeping those in mind. And at the same time, on the Hardest Foam side, right? Like you've been up 3-1 before and lost. Like, how do we win this? What are the mistakes we've made? Right? We've faced that struggle today. Like, how do we get up and not lose that lead? Right? Like.
Good 2-ball block, rips it, and it hits. Ko, silent MVP there, putting the safety on before he threw that. Just the quick hand up and him stopping. That's not easy on your body, like in all honesty.
Right, like no one signed up with the of wanting to get hit, but like we all know we're gonna get hit. Like following through with the play is common and accepted. Like so, good on him showing a little extra.
Sean Farron joining on the center there, ready for the toss back, rips it. Gets out on the opening toss.
It's tough to see that.
Wong hard on Bader. Like this is. And if you're wondering, it says something else. The Future Boys, and they shorten it to F Boys on their jersey.
I think Lou gave him that name, right?
The infamous Lou. Inspiring more than just a jersey. Wong protecting his teammates, heads back. Dominant performance so far for Hardest Foam. As Decker throws, counters, protected by Willier. Shout out to Dodgeball BC volunteer and jersey designer, among many other things, Ryan.
Ooh.
That jersey's looking amazing as Koo is taken out.
That's rough. That's rough. Just that pivot in air to kind of get a little extra pep in the step, so to speak.
Long heads back and gets shut out. Jim living to see another day.
I like that. That's future playing future, right? Like pressure from every position.
That is lax athleticism right there. Just that step, reach, getting the ball. 2 men, 4 balls at the line. Decker twists his knees, staying alive. Provides pressure into the huddle. Time for the play call, Hardest Foam.
I like that. We've seen a couple players now like run a little bit too far into like the pressure zone, and Decker showing exactly why
1B
he's
now, and Lack makes it 5-1. Some clarification from the captain, balance to Dan Holzer.
Yeah, just to finish that thought, seeing Decker take 2 steps and just twist and look for that cross court, right? Like, I see you, right? Like, kind of measuring, right? Not fully committing to a charge, even though he could with a trade. Just really measuring that situation. He's so good in those moments, and like those are the little things that pay off there, right? Like, not overcommitting, knowing where that pressure is, and just the little things.
Captain Valance putting the jersey back on. Possible double toss back. Here we are. Big shot, better blocked by Nick Quay. And he goes up and retrieves the ball for his team. We're under 4:20 left in the second half. Dan Foley back on court along with Sean Farron in the middle. Is Bader with the throw. Both wingers pump fake on Hardest Foam. No action. Shot clock counting down for them though. And Foley rips it in the counter. Gets tagged out.
It's really rough too. Like, you know, you lose a couple sets, you get down, and I feel like some teams, they stop playing like them almost, right? And like Future is so good at pressure, like up and down.
Bader, 1 steps, but quickly taken out before he can charge. For Future, full court for Hardest Foam.
Yeah, you don't want to see teams like take away what makes them just because it didn't work once or twice, right? Like, you use it so constantly, everything's not going to work now and then.
Vonsibi, Solberg, Vonsibi with the throw, and a great counter by Koo, taken out Solberg. Clarification happening. The concern by Future was the sweetest of all concerns, wondering if another player was okay.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. And we reset. Burden, Hardest Foam. Big rip! Hugh is taken out. Up and a kick by Valance just to keep it alive, but not today.
Staying with it.
He had one of those most epic catches at the world level on his back. And another disarm, taking out Wong. Only Koo remains, yet again, the last player.
Yeah, that landing strip catch, right? Like, you become the tarmac, and the ball just rides up and
all up and
beautiful
away.
catch. Listen, every set matters. So, like, score is 6-1, but
the score is now 6-1.
Yeah, every point matters. Everyone's playing everyone. A bunch of teams are going to end up tied. You better be playing for your set score, too. So, every single point matters.
And one player is saying, I'm having 2022 Nationals flashbacks. What you're seeing right now, as Huey's taken out, this is BC dodgeball here. Watching Hardest Foam be in cruise control against even like the best of the best. It was just like they are such a smooth running team. Like we did see an epic gold medal match in BC, but every other year prior, every other game in BC has been pretty one-sided like this.
Yeah. But also, like, we saw the these two teams were the semifinal at Nationals last year, right?
Yeah, with Hardest Foam being the team continuing on. Props to Dan Foley, who got as small as a human can get to get that.
Yeah, good. Change the subject.
What a catch!
What a catch.
And just the swagger afterwards, too. Dan Lack taken out. His catch took the words out of my mouth there. That was unbelievable. 7-2-1.
He knew you were talking. Said, no. Look at me. I'm the catcher now.
And we're ready to go.
We're no block.
Seconds left. No block already.
We're under that 30-second mark.
Attempt to catch Solberg, no luck. A rare player advantage here for future. Willier getting hit in the turtle shell.
Woo. Sam is not an easy out. At I think it was Nationals against Fury. Where he took like 8
Great
minutes
catch,
off the
Captain.
clock.
Oh, yeah, in that back court of Nationals, yeah.
Just 8 minutes off, and then Fury did it right back. It was like back to back, just like 2 sets in 17 minutes.
Double ball on. Dan Foley takes him out, making it 4-player to 3 advantage.
You got to do that. He is so clutch.
So at one point, there was quite a big player advantage for future here. I really want to see if they can close it out. As Chang's taken out, making it 3-on-3, because obviously there's confidence on the Hardest Foam end.
Yeah, right. You're down 7-1. You have some questions on like, how do we do it? It's no block. Love from the coach.
Lack and Wong remain. Solberg lets it rip again. This is sudden death, no blocking. Wong knows that as he dropped his ball. 3-player to 1 advantage, Hardest Foam. That line was a killer at provincials, and here again, like the confident and collected Hardest Foam, making it 8-1.
Yeah.